Alright everyone, welcome. So finally had a chance to do this, so I figured I'd go ahead and shoot a quick video here. Gonna give you a rabbitry tour. Working on publishing all this information on my blog. I'll post a link to it. But this is my rabbitry as I've got it now. Currently working on building a new house. Probably shoot a video of that later. But we'll have a nice expanded rabbitry with a conveyance extraction system for all the manure. Right now I just let it build up, as you can see down here. Plenty of space for it, doesn't bother it. I put lime on it. Smell never gets bad. So what we've got is, so here is our watering system. Uses a 5/16 tubing. As you can see, it stretches all around these cages. And what we've got is, we have a T at each one, goes down to a cup. And these are the best little things that you can spend money on. Now they do freeze up in the winter. That's a heat strip tape that I kept on it during the cold part of the year. When I get my building built, I will probably just spring for a small HVAC system. So what I've got here, this doe, I do not know what she is. Her babies don't get massive like you would expect a meat rabbit, but what her babies do get is color. And these guys are just about 2 weeks old. There are 10 of them packed into this little nest box. But as you can see, boy, they are beautiful little rabbits. And over here we have another litter of rabbits. Now this gal here, I do know what she is. She, even though she is a brown rabbit, is a half New Zealand, half Californian rabbit. Now, I bred her, and as you can see, now these are beautiful. This one right here is probably going to be a keeper. I said I wasn't going to keep any, but I'm a sucker for a solid jet black baby rabbit, and that one's black as the ace of spades. As you can see, they've got color. So we sell these rabbits to Royal King locally here, and I have now gotten a sole supply contract for their store once I get this big rabbitry expansion. So that litter and this litter are out of this guy here. His name is Rocky. I call him Champ. This little fella here is a little Tamuk buck that's 5 months old. This is a Tamuk buck who is 1.5 years old. This little gal here is a daughter to her. She has a nice looking litter. Now her litter I was pulling a genetic study with these rabbits here. Come here, little fella. Now that's a 2-week-old rabbit. And you can see it's a pretty good size. I posted a video on making these cages. I make them in double banks. Actually, this whole thing is one cage. So this girl here is a Tamuk doe. This girl here is a Tamuk doe. Now, a Tamuk is a wonderful breeder rabbit. They are a commercial rabbit that was bred by Texas A&M. Excuse the mess. We're packed in, moving, putting rabbits in, whole 9 yards. And these gals, these two here and these two here, are grow out does And then this little girl here, we'll be expecting her first litter in about 28 days or so. Then we feed them scraps. I 3D printed these little dishes and we give them scraps just about every day. My mom has what she calls a bunny bucket, and the scraps go in it. And that, in a nutshell, is the current Renegade Ridge Ranch Rabbitry. We've got 24 babies between these two litters and the one on the end there. Then the two Tamuk does and Little Red down there were all bred the same date. So coming back to this litter down here, so she is a quarter Californian, a quarter New Zealand, and half Tamuk. So her litter is out of my B2 buck. B2 is his tattoo in his ear, and that's just what I've kept to. So that is the sire to that litter, and I'm incredibly curious to see what their weights end up being. Then these two on the end here are probably going to be butcher rabbits. They weren't sellable. The brown one I think is blind in one eye, and the little calico doe never would keep herself clean, so she's been a pain to deal with here, and I wouldn't want to sell that to someone else. But in a nutshell, stay posted for some more videos as I get better with this camera and all this. Thank you.